Hey everyone, Sean here, bringing you another video showing off the latest edition of my collection. This is the Threezero Game of Thrones Jon Snow with his direwolf ghost set. I got this figure this week. It was quite a surprise from Threezero. I did not receive any tracking or updates to my order from Threezero. It just happened to arrive at my door on Monday. So yeah, it's quite a surprise. I wish Threezero would have notified me that I had a package coming, but nonetheless, it made it here, and I'm able to do a review. So getting right on with the figure, I always like to start with the sculpt. This one here has been given more criticism than praise from collectors. There was a custom out there. It was a one-of-a-kind figure that was created for a collector, and that look is what people wished Threezero would have done for this figure. But after talking with a dear friend of mine about the figure, he's right. He said people expect that custom look or later seasons look, whereas Threezero kind of went with the season 1 Jon Snow look, and I have to agree, this is very much his look from early on. He's still got that baby face. He's not as rough and grizzled from being on the wall and fighting all those White Walkers. Now, I did give this figure to my girlfriend to have a look at, and she said that this is one of the better, she called it dolls, that I have where it looks like the actor. She said this very much looks like a younger Kit Harington, and I have to agree. To be honest, I think this head sculpt is getting more criticism than it should. I do see Kit Harington there. I do think it's a pretty decent sculpt. The paint job probably could have been better to bring out more of the likeness. But overall, I'm very satisfied with the head sculpt that they've given us on this figure. It's a good representation of the character from the show and or the book if you're a fan of just reading the novels. But where this figure really shines, and with all these Game of Thrones figures from Threezero, is the tailoring. The tailoring on this costume or outfit or whatever you want to call it is top notch. They have beautifully recreated Jon Snow's look as a man of the Night's Watch. Now, where this figure stops short of being perfect is that, it in the accessories, it's very light. As with most Threezero figures, if you've collected others, you know that they don't come with very much, and Jon Snow is no exception. Now, if you're like me and you purchased the exclusive, it was like $30 more, you got to receive Ghost. That was the exclusive, his direwolf. But if you didn't, looking at just the base figure, all you get are 2 hands to hold the sword, 2 hands that are relaxed, and you get his sword, Longclaw. That's it. That's all he comes with. Very, very bare bones, and it's priced around $170 for just the figure. I think it should be more around like $139, to be honest. I mean, just a figure with a couple hands and no stand, it's slim pickings and shouldn't cost as much as it does. Now, I do justify the extra $30 for the direwolf Ghost. It isn't a figure. It is actual like a statue. It's extremely heavy. I think it weighs around like 5 or 6 pounds. It's extremely heavy. It's well done. Again, this is another piece that's gotten a lot of criticism, but I like it. I think it does the job. The early pictures that they showed when they first announced the figure, I mean, the direwolf looked like a pup, but Threezero made good, and there were immediate criticisms that the direwolf was way too small, and Threezero immediately turned around and showed us some pictures of the direwolf enlarged and much better. I'm happy with it. It does fit in a detolf. You can close the door on it, and it does fit, but it is a space hog. It is a big piece, and it does take up a lot of space, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to put them back in the box and not display them and just leave the figures out there. So if you were upset that you couldn't get the exclusive, I honestly think you're not missing out on much. It is a cool extra to have. I'm very happy to have it, but the figure alone is what I'm going to be displaying and what I want to represent, for my Game of Thrones shelf, and I'm very satisfied with that as it is. Having said that, he does fit in nicely with the other figures from the line, And I can't wait to add Jaime Lannister, as he is the next figure that Threezero is going to produce from the Game of Thrones line. So yeah, having said that, that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thanks again, everyone, as always, for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And until next time, take care.